guys, for anyone that just watched my previous video, yes, I did just remove my facial hair with wax strips on film for the first time ever. And I just thought, like, because that video was quite long, I didn't want to then go into like an explanation of like what the product was and stuff in a bit more detail. So basically I bought this product from Boots. It was £5.99 online and in the store, and it's just like a little, I mean, it's about the size of my hand. It's like a little hand size pack of 20 wax strips and then 4 perfect finish wipes. And it says easy grip, ready to use wax strips with shea butter and berry for normal skin, effective on short hair up to 4 weeks of smoothness. Before you watch this, if you haven't watched the other video, watch the other video because I kind of demonstrate actually using the strips for the first time. And I think that video is going to be a little bit more entertaining than this one. So basically, just want to say about the price. So it's £5.99 for the 20 strips. I have to say, like, now I've had a chance for like my face to like settle down, I did have to just go and apply some makeup because when I still had some makeup on from like the day, so when I like effectively took off the strips, it like took off my makeup, so my face looked a bit streaky, and I had to like take all the wax stuff off anyway, so I have put a little bit of makeup over just to make my skin look a little bit even. And now I've got some sort of pale as hell foundation and I look like Casper, but that's fine as long as my face doesn't look patchy anymore. So I have to say, as like my final thought of the day about this product, it's not actually as bad as I thought it was going to be. I have to say, like, the faces and the language I used in that video was really because I didn't really know what to expect and I didn't know how uncomfortable it was going to be. I would say it's kind of like a stinging pain. So it's not like a, oh my god, I'm going to scream because I'm in so much pain. It's like a instant pain when you take it off, but it's not even like a pain. It's like it's like a burning pain, or it's like when you rip off a plaster really quickly and it stings like instantaneously because it's probably ripping off some of your hairs. So it's kind of, I would say, definitely not as bad as the threading. The threading was honestly like the worst experience of my life, especially when she was threading like around the top of my lip. Like, it really stung and my eyes started watering and it was horrible. But I can see the theory behind using wax strips on the basis that it pulls the hair from the root, so it means that you're hair free for a little bit longer. It says on the packet, hair free for up to 4 weeks. Up to 4 weeks of smoothness, and that I completely believe, because when I use the Nair like hair removal cream, the hair does go, but it's like shaving, so it goes and then it grows back within a few days, but not enough to the point where I'm worried about it. Like, I only get worried about it when I can see it in the mirror from far away and I can see that it's getting darker down the side, and that honestly doesn't happen for like 3 weeks afterwards. And then by the time I get around to actually waxing, using the hair removal cream, it is usually like 4 to 5 weeks afterwards. So it's not like I'm doing it all the time or every week or anything. So even though it's like a method of shaving and I'm only like literally removing like the surface hair, to me that's okay, because I'm not, like, I just want the convenience of slapping it on when I'm in the shower and then wiping it off and then just being done with it. This was, I have to say, was a little bit more faff for me because this took a little bit longer than it did like when I did my facial hair removal video. But I would have to say it's definitely a good method in the sense that if I'm going on holiday and I want the hair to be gone for longer and I don't have time to keep taking my hair removal stuff with me, I would definitely probably carry on using those. So I'm definitely going to use them up because there's like, what I found was, I reckon that one strip like this, when you split it into 2 and you get 2 strips, I reckon that is actually enough for like my sideburny bits. Like, I don't actually think I need any more strips than that to just remove that bit. And to be honest, my lip hair is never really that obvious. I think once you have makeup on, it's definitely not that obvious. But yeah, actually I'm quite impressed with it. It did hurt, I'm not going to lie, but it was not as painful as the threading, and I thought in my head it was going to be as painful as threading, and that is like the worst experience ever. I get my eyebrows threaded because that doesn't seem to be so sensitive. It's only like the underside of the eyebrows that again makes my eyes water. But eyebrows I can deal with because, you know, the little hairs underneath I can just sort out myself. So I basically think it's quite a good product. And yes, it's not the pain-free way of removing hair, but it's probably the more effective painful way of removing hair, but it's not actually that bad. So definitely something I would consider using again in the future. Possibly something I would use on my bikini area, just because again, if I'm on a holiday, I don't want to be shaving down there like regularly. So again, something I would consider using like when I'm on holiday for the bikini area. And I think that is it. So yes, good product. Yes, definitely feeling really, really, really smooth, and I will let you know how it goes with the hair, but I have a really good feeling because I could see how long the hairs are once they got pulled out from the root. I know that it's going to take a little bit of time for these bad boys to grow back. So if you have any questions, then please ask me, and if you watch my other video first, I may already answer some of the questions in that, but it says to basically reuse the strip until it's just not sticky anymore. So I reckon you can get a couple of uses out of each side, and to me that's enough for my like side burny bits. Generally for like plucking down the middle, I would just use my tweezers and pluck down the middle. And theoretically I can use maybe one for both sides of my lip, but to be honest that's not really as obvious, and so I'd probably carry on using my hair removal cream for my lip area because it's never that obvious. But possibly if I wanted to get rid of these hairs a little bit more for longer, then yes, I would probably carry on using these, because actually I think they're really, really good. Like I said, honestly, it doesn't hurt as much as I made out like it hurt. It did hurt initially, but now that I've thought about it, like, I remember when I came out from the threading experience, I was like, oh, holy crap, that was the worst thing I've ever done. And I remember it being so bad that I would never, ever have it done again. And I came up with these bumps, and my face in some parts was, like, bleeding as well. And I was like, I'm never getting this done. I don't know if this girl just didn't know what she was doing, but it really hurt. So this, I haven't come away thinking that was the worst thing ever. Definitely say I'm going to use up these strips because I think they're quite good. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.